lo que habíamos trabajado, ¿no? Hacer el paso lateral a la derecha y que entrar el golpe ese que ya le venía entrando en el primer round, porque hay gente que por ahí piensa que es un golpe de suerte y eso sorry.
He said that when he finished the first round, he told him precise that these punches he hurt him, that when he went to the ropes, he hurt him even more, and now we need to work, and what he worked so hard. And he's a little bit upset that many people say it was a lucky punch, because he said very clear, now you work what we work in the training, which he was step on the right, fake, and hit it with the left. He did it 4 times in the first round. He missed 1, he hit him 3 with no much power, twice in the second round, and then the third time it was a perfect shot that it was a combination of this guy coming forward.
You know, I had seen
that. It was a mistake.
I saw the knockout like 1,000 times. It's on my phone, and every time, like I said the last week, I've been watching it. But I didn't. This is the truth. Not till Thanksgiving Day that I watched the TiVo the fight and heard the call. And you know, I want to take a little issue with Manny Stewart, who I think is one of the greats of all time and knows the sport better than anyone, because he made a comment about one sort of like lucky punch or one punch out of nowhere. When I watched the fight and I rewatched it, part of the problem is everyone's so focused on the knockout, people didn't watch the first round again. He landed the same punch about 3 or 4 times in the first round. I mean, he had him timed. It's none of those 3 or 4 punches that landed the same exact situation in the first round. None of them like did the damage that the final punch did. But he was timing him, and he had him timed. That punch, that left hand, landed about 4 times in the first round. So when, honestly, like I didn't have I don't know what the 2 judges scored the first round for Williams?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they were watching, but because I thought that Sergio controlled the tempo of the first round. I thought he was establishing his power in the first round, and I was sitting there knowing to myself he was going to knock him out, because that left hand was landing almost at will. Like, you know, he was waiting, he was timing, and then he was throwing, and that he hit the home run in round 2, but it was set up in round 1.
And by the way, with Emmanuel Stewart, which I respect him a lot, I don't want my guy to be a perfect fight. I don't want to hear that from any one of my guys. Say, you have a perfect fight coming out to the second. What perfect fight? Yeah, Williams. I don't want no one of my fighters to have a perfect fight from now on. I want to be a mistake and lucky punch, because it's really sometimes it's unfair that anyone say that it's a perfect fight when the guy is looking by KO and that kind of KO. It's not a perfect fight. He got hit several times and he win the first round. Happened to be, like always, and if not, I can take you to Florida and see what happened with Cintron, or the first fight with the Paul Williams, that the judges is going to the local kid. And this will happen one more time. I believe if we go the distance, I lose again a split decision. And that is the reason that he's coming to knock him out, and this the work he did, and Gabriel worked for that. He didn't want to put it in the hands of the judges anymore.
And he could. I mean, I didn't know a guy. I mean, I spent a lot of time during that fight hanging out in the media area, and I don't know one guy that scored. I didn't talk to one guy that scored the first round for Williams, other than the 2 judges. But honestly, he wasn't going to take any chances. He told me, well, you all know the record, but he told me like 100 times a week of the fight, calm down, I'm going to knock him out. Calm down, I'm going to knock him out. He's not going to go to the judges. I'm going to knock him out.
You can see he's coming down with a heavy low, the line and loading down. That's what he's going to throw. He knows something to the left, and then
But you know what? Also, he does something that a lot of fighters don't do anymore. And it's another one of mine. I think it goes to the fact that there aren't a lot of great trainers left, like Gabriel Sarmiento. But guys don't feint it. Like, guys don't move their heads. They don't like they come straight ahead. They don't got like you look at the old time fights and you see, you know, he right. And what this guy does, yeah, super heavyweight, super heavyweight.
Maybe he could train like fighters.
I got to tell you something. I can train better than a lot of the guys that are training right now.
Speaking of the trainer, both of you guys kind of came out of nowhere a couple years ago. Can you talk a little about like a background, how the 2 of you met and came together?
How they met, how Sarmiento.
Que hable, joder. No, viajé a España en el año
After the
2002.
fight with Margarito, he flew to Spain
Yeah, viajé en el año 2002,
in
febrero.
the year 2002.
Y de casualidad lo conocí a Gaby.
And casually, he meet Gaby.
Conocía muy poco a su hermano, a Pablo.
I didn't know much about Pablo, that is his brother, Pablo Sarmiento.
Y Pablo me dijo, tienes que hablar con mi hermano que es entrenador y él te va a entrenar.
And Pablo told him that you need to talk to Gaby, that is an excellent trainer, and you need to continue his career with them.
No, y apenas conocernos comenzamos a trabajar y siempre supimos los dos que íbamos a conseguir algo porque teníamos los dos, entre los dos somos muy fuertes.
And he find out that after he meet him, that he will work together and he be all the way together because both of them are working very hard. It's not only him, it's a boxer, if not, Gabriel is a trainer.
Y creo que es, ¿cómo se diría? No quiero decir palabras difíciles.
He doesn't want to say it a well-educated words.
Somos muy compatibles.
It's very, each one of them is really understand each other.
Porque creo que los dos somos muy fuertes competidores. Él en
Both
lo
of
suyo y
them
yo
is
en lo
very
mío.
competitive person.
Él en lo suyo y yo en lo mío.
And Gabi as a trainer and he's as a fighter, very competitive both of them.
Y ahora que hable Gaby.
And now you leave it to Gabi to say something.
No, la verdad que fue una casualidad, pero las cosas siempre por algo pasan, ¿no? Y desde el primer día estamos comprometidos como ahora, o sea, nos comprometimos el primer día sin ser nadie él, sin ser nadie yo, nos comprometimos y miramos adelante y sabíamos que este día iba a llegar.
From the first day we make a commitment to be together all the way, that in that moment each one of them, it was totally insignificant, both of them in the world of boxing, but he commit himself and today he's commit even more.